So I haven't made a video in a while, and I felt like I should. Um, just about rolls on every every trials weapon, I guess. I don't know. Since it's Javelin this week. The Inquisitor. This is a best in slot for PvP. You can get stuff like Opening Shot, Demo. I'd get this. Get a Ranged Masterwork. And look at that. Look at those stats. In fact, you could focus all into range, because you could just put on Quick Charge to boost the handling to 100. That's double 100 stats with Quick Charge. In fact, you could even put on an Adept mod if the Adept rolls around one day. To boost that, man. Quite an amazing PvP weapon. For PvE, though, Harmony could be decent. More than decent, I'd say. For lower end PvE. At least. Stuff like this, maybe. Because Harmony's a good damage perk in PvE, I'd assume. Get a kill with a primary. Your secondary is more. You also have Golden Tricorn. But on a secondary, I wouldn't go for that at all. We've got Whistler's Whim. It is a first trials bow. Sadly, it's a lightweight. For PvP, the Kill Clip has been rolling around. It's probably the best thing here. Unless you go like Archer's Tempo Rapid Hit, which is a popular roll for PvP bowls. So, but this has been making a lot of rounds. This would probably be PvE and PvP choice, but it does have this as well. But yeah, with Radiant, I believe it one taps. That's about it, I guess. Burden of Guilt. This is one I've been looking at. I guess for PvP, probably something like, what is this? It's an adaptive. Something like this. I'd guess. And, something like this, maybe. Go into stability and range. Both important on fusions, I believe. For PvE, maybe something like that. Maybe Fluted instead. Maybe a Charge Time Masterwork as well. Forgiveness. For PvP, you could go with this. Oh, I just stabbed myself with a corkscrew. I'm playing with it in the other hand, but this could be a good roll. Oh, this is your PvE roll right here. Yeah. There's your PvE roll, and I guess like a flared and like fluted, I guess. That's like always what I choose, unless you need something else. Like for a sniper. For PvP, Harmony could be good. I'd still go with Demo. Grenades are really important. Harmony, you can multi-kill clip, you got Vorpal, but if you're that close to a super where you have to use a sidearm, you're probably already dead. So, I would go with Harmony maybe. Not much else here. It's almost all damage perks. Rapid Hit. You know, this column, you've got Moving Target. You've got, what, Killing Wind, Well-Rounded, Air Assault, ugh. Alright, Reed's Regret. Probably the best thing in the pool right now. For PvE, something like this. I think there's one, hold on. Ionized, yeah, and then you just spec into more reload to counteract it. This would be your PvE role, I'd guess. For PvP, more PvE stuff. Vorpal for solo play. You could even go with auto loading, or Clown if you feel like that. For PvP, maybe Surplus, Successful Warm Up, with other stuff here. I guess this would be the PvP role. And then Aisha's Embrace. Well, this kind of, I don't know, man. For PvE, probably like Focus Fury Triple Tap, I guess. This thing doesn't look satisfying now that we have Duma Chelches. For PvP, maybe something like Multi-Kill Clip. Oh, there's also this role. I didn't see that, but like, You've got Multi-Kill Clip, you've got Tunnel Vision, Perpetual Motion, Unrelenting, and such. I think that's about it. How about review Iron Banner weapons as well? And the Nightfall weapons. And the Gambit, Crucible, and Vanguard Ops weapons. Because I just want to spout my thoughts. Malicious Birthright is a newcomer. It used to come only from like the Shadows, but it got reintroduced. It seems like they're going to reintroduce all of those weapons, which means Warden's Law might come back. But yeah, so we've got auto-loading Slideways Blinding for PvE. That's just always a good one. Where's the handling one? It's the only one that gives handling. You'd want handling all the way. But yeah, so you've got Slideways on it. It refreshes the magazine, not as much as a Slide Shot, I believe. I think you can spam Slide Shot. I think they nerfed it though, but still. Yeah. For other stuff, you do have Frenzy. Who could go with Frenzy? You have this combo. If you don't want to worry about handling, you'd probably change it into other stuff. You've got Lead from Gold. This would be a good Nightfall roll, for sure. I actually might hunt this for higher end content in general. Lead from Gold auto-loading. That's, oh, wow. That is sexy. You could go with what? Freehand? No, it's Quick Access Sling. Yeah. This would be a really good end game roll, actually. It's really looking good to me. Alright. Horror's Least. Oh, I didn't cover PvP rolls. I don't know. Pugilist? Maybe? Grave Rob? I don't know, man. GLs haven't been meta since Chosen. I don't know. Horror's Least is, well, for PvP. Of course, you'd want Kill Clip. This is for 6v6 PvP. I haven't been covering, like, oh, hey, what about the other? Like, I don't really care. There's a PvP role. For PvE, you'd probably want Frenzy. For 3v3 PvP, you might actually want Vorpal. I think I see that being good. I'm not going to cover mag perks because for PvE you usually want Flared, and for PvP you usually want Accurized or High Cal or Ricochet. And then you'd want either a Range Barrel for PvP or Arrowhead if you can't handle that. Which actually, that's a really obscene. Because it's vertical-ish, but yeah, so whatever. Survivor's Epitaph. I'm surprised I haven't seen anybody talking about this making a comeback, given the 180 buffs, but it gets Kill Clip and Outlaw. Or Rapid Hit. I'd actually go with Rapid Hit since it's a faster firing weapon. Look at that perk pool, though. That irks me. Yeah, this thing is kind of a PvP monster. It has been since its release, but like since the 180, it doesn't get much attention, which fair. And for PvE, you got One for All, Rapid Hit. You know, Punching Out. This is a personal favorite of mine. Hold on, let me see if I can find my Punching Out in here. This is like a fun loadout I used to use with this thing. That's a lot for me, trust me. But yeah, I'd have rangefinder swashbuckler. Yeah, for PvP, rangefinder. That'll boost your range by a lot. You'd want basically a lot of range. I think this thing really shines. In fact, yeah, see. Why have I not been using this? Whatever. It's a minimal difference, I think. Like it's 3 range. Yeah, so for PvP, you've got Kill Clip. That's a good combo. You've got Swashbuckler, Unrelenting. Swashbuckler is good because it's a sidearm, right? You're going in close range and stuff. You're usually in a close range with a sidearm. You could get Swashbuckler procced, and you've got like Kill Clip basically, but you've also got Kill Clip for PvE. Probably this or this. This is a lot as well, I think. Yeah, with the metas right now, you'd probably want that. Different mags and stuff, you know. The Keening. This thing, and I don't think it's ever been popular. It's just like one of those frames that's just odd, really weird recoil direction for PvP. Oh, it's got sympathetic arsenal. I have not seen that forever. That was a not chosen, a rivals perk. For PvP, Vorpal, Unrelenting. As I said, Vorpal. I wouldn't go with that because if you're in range of a super for a sidearm, you're dead already. PvE, Surrounded. I guess there's not much to talk about here. Duty Bound. This thing has a really weird scope. For PvP, you'd probably want this and this with Accurized full bore, of course. Or actually, Accurized Arrowhead. Look at that recoil direction. Arrowhead. I'd go with Arrowhead on this. But yeah, that's your PvP roll. You've also got this for PvE. You could also go with that. That's a good combo. The DFA. This thing is old. It got reintroduced last season. You've got, for PvP, you've got this combo. Or this. You could even go with Fragile Focus. This is basically double opening shot, though. Which I guess isn't bad, but still. I wouldn't get used to that over like tunnel vision, because if you get used to like double opening shot, like you've got so much range on that first shot, but like, well, this isn't like for first shot. I don't know. I used to not be a fan of opening shot on the hand cannons, but I've come around to love it. There's also timed payload, which would probably be your PvE choice as well over any of these other things, because it's just a damage bonus in PvE for free. You also got this and this. I think this would not be a good perk combo. You'd want to go with one of these things, though. Alright. Occluded Finality. It's still in the perk pool. Well, there's your PvP roll. And here's your PvE roll. It's simple as that. I guess you could also go with Rapid Hit, but I'd go with this. Alright. Done. Alright. Borrowed Time. I would call it a sleeper, but Alright, so here's your PvP roll. You could also go with Rampage or anything like that. Tap the trigger like that, and then the usual mag stuff. For PvE, you've got stuff like Frenzy, and you get Heating Up, Grave Robber, from the Planet, Overflow. I'd go with Overflow. Or Threat Detector, one of these two. Maybe Threat Detector Frenzy. That's a cool combo. Mindbender's Ambition. I've come to like spread shotguns in PvP, but I don't know if I'd use this in PvP. But the role I would go for might be Threat Detector and... probably 1-2 Punch. Or Fragile Focus. But with a shotgun, it's usually more cleanup than anything. Like, yeah, you can open with it and stuff, but like, yeah, full choke has been falling on the weight side. I'd go with barrel shot. Yeah, look at the handling on this, man. I'd go with full handling. Alright. For PvE, you've got incandescent, which I think is cool. For PvE, I'd go with this, I guess. I'll do different mods, of course, but I just don't want to bother. Baller Dollar. That's still in the Gambit loophole. For PvP, you've got stuff like this. You know, you can go really rangy with this thing. It's a really, it feels really cool. I might grind one that doesn't have explosive payload. This one seems cool. Actually, this seems cool. For PvE, not much to talk about. Probably explosive payload. Of course, you know, rapid hit does. Explosive payload doesn't screw with rapid hit, so it's a good choice. Servant leader. Ooh, yeah, servant leader. You've got kill for PvP. You've got kill clip and rapid hit, and then of course, you know, whatever. Right. For PvE, frenzy, shoot to loot maybe, but there's like you've got other stuff here. Got no distractions. You've got surplus. You've got rapid hit. With shoot to loot is somewhat niche. I like it, but like right now it's not even working with explosive perks. So it's just kind of made me disinterested in it. That was such a I don't understand why they made it that way. It's just kind of kills any if you kill the interaction with like explosive perks, then what's the point of using it, man? Over other perks. Alright, Frontier's Cry. Well, you've got kill clip, rapid hit. You've got Iron Reach as well. That could be good for PvE. I wouldn't use this thing. This thing looks garbage, but maybe something like that. Yesteryear. This is a new one, and it has Desperado. You get Desperado Outlaw for PvP. Or you can get a... I don't know if Golden Tricorn would help it. I think it might, but I don't know. Maybe something like this. This would be a good PvE roll as well. Golden Tricorn is slept on a little. It's 15% increased damage, which helps with some weapons. I guess for others, no. But yeah, 50% for tense after getting a kill with an ability. It's crazy. Silicon Neuroma. Well, yeah, there's your PvP roll. Here's your PvE roll. Well, I never talked about, like, you'd probably want to go with this for solo play. I never really talked about solo play. I don't know why. This is just scuffed review. Allied Demand. You've got this. You've got this. I think this is actually good on a sidearm, not gonna lie. And I'd go with rangefinder with this, not rapid it, because you're not gonna be fully expected to hit headshots with that. For PvE, frenzy, and rapid. The Herod C. Oh, it's a Stasis 360, I believe. High impact for yep. Okay, so for PvP, demo maybe. You could go with tap the trigger. Dynamic swipe. Ooh. Go with demo. You could go with Vorpal for PvP. Just because, like, that would be really good. Right. Razor's Edge. Well, this and this, or this. Yep, it's literally Void. Hero's Burden, not Hero's Burden. It's the one from the not Duality, from Grasp, I guess. All right. The Wizened Rebuke. This used to be like a reward for like handicapping yourself, and it was really trash back then. Now it kind of looks bad. Still, for PvP, something like this, I guess. take 2 years to reload, but we've also got this. For PvE, something like 4-pull. I thought that was demo. But you've got subsistence, but you don't have a whatever. I don't know. Stars and Shadow. I think some of these only came back in recently. But yeah. For PvP, you've got Kill Clip and Outlaw and such. You could go with anything. You could go with Moving Target. This is some strange role. You could even go with Field Prep. You're just like crouch down. But I think they should make a mag size buff for primaries with Field Prep, since it kind of does nothing but reload, which is still good. But yeah, you've got Firmly Planted, you've got Field Prep, you've got Killing Wind, Kill Clip, you've got all that. That's a really good PvP one. For PvE, 340s kind of suck, so I wouldn't even use this, but for PvE, I'd probably go with, like, Demo, Field Prep, or not Field Prep, Demo, I don't know, man. It's just whatever. This is Militia. This was really making rounds when it came out, and I think it's still good. You can get Clown Cartridge, Field Prep for boss damage. Field Prep is really slept on, I think. You could also get a Impulse Amplifier, but Field Prep would be Field Prep is better Impulse, unless you want the projectile speed for some reason. For PvP, I'd probably go with something like this. Projectile speed is really good in PvP. The Hero's Burden. Well, Kill Clip. Kill Clip Tunnel Vision for PvP, or Iron Reach if you're not on console. For PvE, alright, so SARS Verse. I kinda like this auto rifle. It's a little bit, it's like a little favorite of mine, you know? Doesn't get that good rolls, but yeah, for PvP, you'd probably want something like this. Golden Tricorn was not introduced in this time, so yeah. For PvE, Frenzy or One for All, and Feeding Frenzy. Strident Whistle. Now, I would be talking about going for this role in PvE, but they kind of ruined it, because this doesn't work with this. It really makes me angry, because this would be a really good endgame perk combo if you don't want to go and grab ammo. But it's not. It doesn't work. It really makes me angry, because it's such a good perk combo, but it doesn't work anymore. It pisses me off. So go with this. It's good in PvP. It's the only precision solar we have. It's good as well. It's got really good perks. For PvP, I'm not an expert on bows in PvP, but I'd still go with archers and maybe opening, incandescent, wellspring. Incandescent could be a sleeper pick, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I would be telling you to say go for Shoot the Loot Explosive Head for PvE, but it doesn't work. So if you get one, maybe hunt it in case they change it, but otherwise go for this in PvE. It pisses me off. Alright. Pure Poetry. I'm actually kind of hunting one of these. For PvP, this is the role I want. But you can also go for a lot of other things here. Alright. This would be the PvP role I'd go for, though. Maybe Perpetual Motion. But this would be cool as well. For PvE, we've got like Frenzy or Focus Fury, and I don't know this. It's a 120, I wouldn't use it in PvE. Riptide. This is so for PvP. Oh, there's golden tricol. Ew. Oh, stasis weapon. For PvP, I'd go with like maybe successful warm up and something else here. I don't know. Under pressure. And then for PvE, maybe field prep, shield clip, or frenzy, or vorpal. You could also go for lead from gold. Fortissimo. This for PvP, opening shot, demo maybe. But and that handling's actually not that bad. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can go for like handling, masterwork. But I'd actually go for like this. And then you can get the extra crap. And you've got threat detector as well. For PvE, you got Vorpal and fourth times, outlaw, threat detector, perpetual motion, surplus, Drello, feeding frenzy, lead from gold. I'd probably go for this. Crisis inverted. For PvP, rangefinder, rapid hit, or opening shot. Depends on which one you like better. For PvE, well, that. Or you could go for one for all. I'm trying to shorten this up. We're reaching the bottom. Xenoclast. For PvP, I'd go for... Oh, what's the cooldown on this? Oh, yeah. This, yeah, see? This got less of a cooldown. I'd probably go with this and... maybe this, or is it, they're not transfer this. I don't know, man. For PvE, I'd go with probably the same thing, except lead from gold or field prep or auto loading. You could also go with either of these, depending on which one you care about more. You could also go with Unrelenting for PvP, but I don't know. The out of bounds. Yeah. There's your PvP roll. You could also go with this. I'd go with this. I don't know. 900's kill fast enough already. If you want to kill faster, go for it. I'd avoid gut shot straight on anything but sidearms, ever. Trinary system. I've got this for PvP. This for PvE. Oh, you've also got kill clip on the fusion. That's interesting. For PvE, probably like demo, surplus, auto loading. Oh, we've also got thermally planned on this. There's your PvP rule. We already reviewed that. Frozen Orbit. This used to be my favorite, but then they nerfed Snapshot, and it feels so sluggish. But you can still get some good rolls here. You couldn't go wrong with anything in here. I'd go with no distractions or auto loading or moving target for PvP or firmly planted. Any of these. This just means you don't have to reload. This means you take less flinch. This means you, when you're sliding into a lane, you get more stability and a lot more stuff, actually. More accuracy. Which I think this would probably be the best one for today's sniping meta. And for PvE, probably like Vorpal and like auto-loading or lead. Crowd pleaser. This is an oldie. But you can get stuff like this for PvE, and for PvP you can get stuff like, I don't know, fucking pulse monitor, threat detector. I really don't know what else you'd go for here. Genesis. Yeah, just hitting a void super, you just generate ammo. Dead weight is a gambit shotgun, I believe. For PvP, you've got surplus, you've got Vorpal, I see, snapshot if you like full choke. You've got demo, 1-2 punch, harmony. I'd probably go with harmony, that could be good. PvE, probably same stuff here. Lead or that or that. Roar of the Bear is a new Iron Banner weapon, and let me tell you, look at these perks. Field prep with Vorpal, or Cluster, or Chain, or Incandescent, or Lasting, or Auto Loading. Delicious. For PvP, I'd go with like this. PvE, you want this. I don't care for Lasting. You could go for Lasting as well, but I'd go for this for PvP. PvE, I mean. You could also go for a ad clear roll like this. The third axiom. PvP, you'd want... No. I have no clue, man. Probably something like this for PvE. Probably same deal. There's not much to talk about here. Empty Vessel. Now, this is a really good blinding, and hopefully one day we'll get an arc one in this slot. But you can get this, which is really good. You can get this on Truth Teller as well. It's really good. For PvP, I think you can get like the same thing, but I'd go with something more. I forget what PvP. I think it's an opening thing in PvP. That seems like all of the weapons. So yeah, that's my opinions. So if you don't like them, you're wrong. Just